ye be kuna kuni won krofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean the person NDC for. Omuhu. Nkwasi asem ni do ma amadwuma awodi. Juma yeso ye di wo mo ewo mo papa. Na sa plane crash ni be be kisu se mahama ye be kuno. Me akosu adolo of na meka. Mahama ye be kuno akuni biem. Na ono de kokko boto na ye de ni be shim. Do mahama kokko boto. Ene ye de ni be shim ni atetera no ni ato ache. Ye betre mo pa won kwa ye fa so mo se kokko boto no mama ye de be se fertilizer boto ye be kuno afi na ma wiye mahama so be obewu ye be meki so ase ye kuno e twa ne yiriti ade e ya ne de be ye mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mo ni
Abusia memo akwa bamba Dr. Ren TV so YouTube. If this is the first time or share me now won't subscribe on YouTube now. I kindly do so. Ababa will be a friend or Akosia Jollof and you will call TikTok so asana ye de friend and Sembia will be na no aka. Me bobia ma wet na me ba me de me reaction edebema. Yentie Akosia
Jollof. Guys, if you're struggling, ye be kuno akuni won krofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean the person NDC for. Omuhu. Nkwasi asem ni do ma amadwuma awodi. Juma yeso ye di wo mo ewo mo papa. Na sa plane crash ni be meki so se mahama ye be kuno. Me akosu adolo of na meka. Mahama ye be kuno akuni biem. Na ono de kokko boto na ye de ni be hyem. Do mahama kokko boto. Ene ye de ni be hyem ni atetera no ni ato ache. Ye betre mo pa won kwa ye fa so a mo se kokko boto no mama ye de ne be se fertilizer boto ye be kum afi na ma wiye mahama so be obewu ye be meki so ase ye kuno e twa ne yiriti ade e ya ne ye de be ye mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mo ne ye abusa se video ye be kuno akuni bi won krofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean the person NDC for. Omuhu. Nkwasi asem ni do ma amadwuma awodi. Juma yeso ye di wo mo ewo mo papa. Na sa plane crash ni be meki so se mahama ye be kuno. Me akosu adolo of na meka. Mahama ye be kuno akuni biem. Na ono de kokko boto na ye de ni be hyem. Do mahama kokko boto. Ene ye de ni be hyem ni atetera no ni ato ache. Ye betre mo pa won kwa ye fa so a mo se kokko boto no. Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto. Ye be kum afi na ma wiye mahama so be obewu ye be meki so ase ye kuno e twa ne yiriti ade e ya ne ye de be ye mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mo ni ye abusa se video ye be
so abusia utie nsem a Akosia Jollof oka ye be kujo mahama ne yiri ye be twa ne ti me pese utie asem ni biem na to bo ase na utie because asem no a ababa wa no ye friend Akosia Jollof a or what TikTok so ebie na no aka asem ni mu rem asem ni mu edu na me susu se sa nkomo we no esem ni mu ye di sa nkomo we in all honesty and in truthfulness eninti meto me bo ase na mabo audio ni biem because I think say a lot of Ghanaians say mote sa asem we de ekos abusianfo a mo hwe me wo YouTube mo share video na engdu echire na yen kan okra ni chire to me ewo eye platform yi so Akosia Jollof asem a wode abetudwa enya asem ketwa mu edu papa now ye bekwa akotie nanum asem ni biem na ewia de me woka bia no me de adom me de amagana fo efa Akosia Jollof na asemia wakoken ras chuke ras etesey ti yenko tie Akosia Jollof enum asem ebusia enye asem ketwa na ababa wa no wo keka ne sa no nya asem ketwa ana ababa wa na e friend Akosia Jollof no o keka ne sa no ensem ababa wa na e ka no emu edu papa yentie ni biem
kuno akunibi won nkrofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean, person NDC for omuhu nkwasi asem ni don ma amadwuma awodi dwuma yeso ye di wo mo ewo mo papa na sa plane crash ni be make sure say Mahama ye be kuno me akosu adolof na meka Mahama ye be kuno akunibiem na ono de kokoo boto na ye de ni be hyem don ma ama kokoo boto ene ye de ni be hyem ni akyekyere ano ni ato atwe ye be kire mo pa won kwan ye fa so a mo se kokoo boto mu no Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto mu ye be kum afi na ma wie ye Mahama so be obewu ye be make sure say ye kuno etwa ne yiriti ade a ya ne ye de be ye Mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mu no ye
abusa say video
ye be kuno akunibi won nkrofo betimi afesi NDC for squarely. That is what I mean, person omuhu nkwasi asem ni don ma amadwuma awodi dwuma yeso ye di wo mo ewo mo papa na sa plane crash ni be make sure say Mahama ye be kuno me akosu adolof na meka Mahama ye be kuno akunibiem na ono de kokoo boto na ye de ni be hyem don ma ama kokoo boto ene ye de ni be hyem ni akyekyere ano ni ato atwe ye be kire mo pa won kwan ye fa so a mo se kokoo boto mu no Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto mu ye be kum afi na ma wie ye Mahama so be obewu ye be make sure say ye kuno etwa ne yiriti ade a ya ne ye de be ye Mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mu won kwan ye fa so a mo se kokoo boto mu no Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto mu ye be kum afi na ma wie ye Mahama so be obewu ye be make sure say ye kuno etwa ne yiriti ade a ya ne ye de be ye Mahama asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mu no ye
abusa say video
ye be kuno akuni
abusia baby a ye duni o baby a ya ba be duni the politics of the nation Ghana draft report ma Dr. Kyei Dua noble says called here Carol Green or see hey draft report man so say hey baby a ya be do what Ghana politics in here say a man for to me can asem a etisese IGP dampare emra no oteso ade ba kwa na me de pen asem ni say bibi say si a bo se ba be da bontin se nipa kro na o kan asem no ya che no eno de bitumi chei bituma eye IGP dampare ha you see your friend no akosua jollof na wono ne uko TikTok a adwuma wo ye nyina ne se oye adwuma de supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana mo share wo TikTok platform so asem kase a ato o man Ghana ye nyina yesu na both political parties na are coming together na ye hwe kwan a ye befa so a de esi ye no ebetu anamo a ebi nsi biem ababa wa we nsem a wo ka nyensem ketwa o see ombe make sure so ombe kum John Mahama no mo twa ne yiri eti coming from such look at her face hello untimi make such utterances e UK USA Germany France by now kiacho oh I'm telling you by now I see a 10 and it's always the poor people omoma it's always the people who come from poor homes and the politicians AUC war and ebi say oh UK ebi say oh Ghana media so wo UK so wo Ghana so wo akwantuom so wo fie e kwan bi e fa so bi e say abajba wa we dealing with no e say dealing with her me say one of the reasons why there were Ghana embassies there were ambassadors they say so obi krom wo UK no wo kan semfo afọ mampanyin ho a the office of Mampenino operating will inform the security, chronic security. No matter if you watch the background. Now, inti ababa wani bi.
One conform to me face NDC for squarely. That is what I mean. The person NDC for. Omuhu. Nkwasi assembly doma amejuma wodi. Juma yesu ye di omo ewo omo papa. Na sa plane crash ni be make sure say Mahama ye be kuno. Me akosu adolo na meka. Mahama ye be kuno akuni biem. No no de kokoo boto na ye de ni be hyem. Do Mahama kokoo boto. Ene ye de ni be hyem ni akyekera no ni ato atwe. Ye be kire mu pa. Won kwan ye fa so a mo se kokoo boto mu no. Mahama ye de ni be se fertilizer boto mu. Ye be kumo afi na mawie ye Mahama so be obewu ye be make sure say ye kuno. E twa ne yiriti. Ade e ya ne ye de be ye Mahama. Asojafo na ode ne sa aka wo mu no ye.
I will just say video.
Ye be kuno akuni.
Inti the MPP for a planning you. The Baumia any MPP for a planning ye. Se ombe kumba umia. No more chane yiri Lodina Mahamati. The MPP for a planning. We MPP ni ababawa pa no kasama baumia or kabaumia ho. Or kabaumia. Take it from me. Me say or kabaumia ho. And tisanka by now baumia babontiambe kase on kano ho. Ori ase enti sanka ba umia ba abontia beka se ababa we onka me ho okaba umia ho enti sanka MPP fo ba abontia ka se sa comment ababa we making enfri wo mo ho oka wo mo na asoma no enti wo mo pe aye John Dramani Mahama ekum no mo atwa ne yiriti sa na wo mo hwehwe eno mo di asoma no aba beka no abontia. And some baby ababa we yesi waka na maybe atwam no meti se hopes na doye ka ababa wo asem ma ne warning na me nim die nti a wo ma ne warning afi na mate ase di kudie nti a wo ma aye get no warning na yentie yesi emra wo kasa asem no na obi nso oye MPP ni wo the same platform so yenkonkoti Ebusia motimenka.
Rice dishes.
Akusha your love, you can run but one lie. You can never hide. You can never hide. Maybe I will be will face you out. You will face you out. IGP Yoonu, please, this woman needs to be arrested. This MPP woman organizer needs to be arrested. This woman, if any Yaira, on a year MPP, Northtown woman organizer. She was part of the life, or no, the life needs to be no Mukase or Mukujon Domani Mahama. She needs to be arrested. Northtown woman organizer or a hairdresser or Northtown if any Yaira or a MPP woman organizer. She needs to be arrested. No fish out, no chebia, Akusha Jollof Eshe, Akusha Jollof Eshe. She needs to be arrested with immediate effect. The IGP Yoonu made a tag with the video in tag. This woman needs to be arrested. Interior Minister Mutaka, tagging you this video. Ghana Police, I'm tagging you this video. After Richard Japa, I'm tagging you with this video. I'm tagging all the appointees in NDC government. Please. Let's fish these people out because we can't sit down for these people, these wicked, canker people, to keep on threatening the lives of our ladies. Enough is enough. Akusha your love, you can run by one lie.
Eti uhwe eye ababa mi we ya no nso wo platform ni subi. We lady ono no wo platform ni subi a. E chese ono no oye enti dia brand.
You can never
enti no.
Hide. You can never hide. Maybe I will be you will face you out. You will face you out. IGP Yoonu, please, this woman needs to be arrested. This MPP woman organizer needs to be arrested. This woman, if any Yaira, on a year MPP, Northtown woman organizer. She was
MPP Northtown women organizer no. No oka asem no so ojije ho. Eti we no enya de ewa. Eti no an senka IGP Northtown ho no. Yaira no ni akoche ne ntentem. Simple. Copying time will be lead to where ababa akosua jollof no. Okas wo nim no any better prisons copying time wa ombe hu no. As simple as that. It is MPP ne chance. Me bana me betana me nimu di nkomo I keep telling you guys. Odi ase. Me ba ha na me betana me di nkomo. I tell you about the political party maybe a trim na me joining. Womu su eno womu buying, send your motie. That is why when somebody tells me, so why is it say MPP free akonyaso na NDC aba? Why are you still talking about MPP? Me come tell me say me bomon ka ye send am free the political party MPP. Because MPP political party ni a party bia. Se wo ma wure free wo mu a, o be sesa wo mu ho. O be dane te say wo aboa eye wo chameleon na eja o mu di fufura bata wo mu ho. To adwene be so we nya MPP ni da bi MPP no wo su no wo ban sa na wo mote. On nsem wo mo kika. Now, MPP for kasa te say de emra Akufo-Addo te akonya so no atorenchem ensi. MPP for kasa te say de emra na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president na Akufo-Addo president akwai te say de atorenchem bia the NC. Obi bia will follow me bia several times on the platform of a Rainbow Radio. Na me ka say accident nipa ekum womu in 2024 na me ma breakdown nyina ekremo nipa domo a omo wu through a traffic accident anya nipa ketwa madam na mate se MPP for nam na nkwada bia wu nkwada makomako 16 na wu na omo wu ye no aban na nka ho hwe na aban na nya serious na aban na look I understand aban na won issues aban na won a problem. I'm not a spokesperson for this current government, but the question is say nipa fufuro bi na eka enya me nwanwa enya me ya. But when I hear MPP people talking then I question. Under MPP 2024 accident bebree si nipa bebree wu ye. As a matter of fact, uko check the records. These are facts. You know my show is fact finding program. Uko share record no more than close to over 2,000 people died just in the first quarter of Akufo-Addo in 2024. John Dramani Mahama, Eko Busumi ya August imu, July and the Nipa Ewu road accident is close to 1,700. And this will be kabia, and young people na eso mo kabi. What do I say? So we be kabia enyam pipi na enso mo ye de omu kabi. So we be kanya nsasema kire Ghana fo a. Ma na enyam nkofo mo adwene mo ye de edo. Na enyam pipi fo because the records e wo ho. What do I say? Ukwa kinkan a ubehunu say these are facts see here accident records e nya here the nation no breakdown ni na e wo ho. But any MPP for making look as if say oh John Mahama betna akonya isu apena sabiu accident AC. What do you say? Entisa. Ye won kofo bebree a. Se wo ka bia. Me bu mfu wo. But MPP nkwa go ka bia me bu fu wo because omo te so no na nkofo wu through a friend say road accident. Itinya twom no efrihin. Because you see, MPP for no one say omachita for no do no aye every Ashanti region. Now woman say the love and trust Ashanti region for the woman intino. They don't question the motives any the utterances of MPP political party members. You question woman because omo do MPP need to the extent they say every MPP for nkwa dia we take it say a holy the truth. Ashanti region don't question MPP ni kasa. And MPP for so when sa ade wenti omu take advantage e Ashanti region for. Mama ma onfatum ye kwato aba. Abrante bi tena radio su ka say oyemi amnua wo. Otena radio su ka say abato na ye kwa akoto no. Ye beto a friend say MPP for there da say. Na de tia ye bekwa akoto NDC for da. When he knows he say asema walk no a yentro. When he knows he say asema walk no a jandam. But because he say onim say people will feed the woman with that information here Ashanti region funtino, he went ahead and fed them with that a friend say unwholesome a friend say information. What do I say? So the question I ask is say enkoma ababa wa we edi no a ye be kunu ye betwa ne yiriti no ukunu na utwa ne yiriti a dean na wobenya afrim dean na wobenya afrim ubeka so omunya hwemfrim but that is how MPP people operate. My catcher will say MPP is an enemy of the state. Don't metra make no enya se metan MPP ni me na fofo bebre wom but say MPP fo ba be deep Ghana animu bie ne de we should do everything within our mind to prevent that. Come on to mind this simple am to ma CPP. Oh me ka me kire mo anamompe a third force person bi anadwene mu dobi ono tumi sane ideology ni ye similar to Kwame Nkrumah na montuma no na MPP beba pa de yesi se be go nko ade nke nkokona because omutiri mu pono eye wickedness eye wudisem omutiri mu pono enye ade papa ma oman Ghana enti asem yi si yi ose chairman sabonsu so omunjai na NDC fo nsi omufunu because ya asam na to NDC fo no mun concentrate wo mo elections a mo kwa akoto aba so clearly utie MPP a wo mo no even is about them they are Ghana fo nyina enye den emfili na Ghana fo nyina enye den sympathize with omo Ghana fo nyina nkrokro wo mo but they will be fufro they are to hell with Sandy Park. That is the MPP party for you. That is who the MPP san wo motie. Wo mo abrabo no wo mo bono san wo motie. Yete Ghana, ede ya ne yehunu, ede ya na ensi wo Ghana. Yakoto waba emenkofo akra twetuo ekum nipa wo. Ghana fo asojafo atwetuo under the name of asojafo ekunkum wo mo ankasa wo ho Ghana fo under Ekufuado na bawomia vice president. What is all can be? Kumunipa 8. Omu kumunkofo maku 8. What is a Kufuado can who baby? And then the mehunu nya atwumbi free MPP and then kwadama maku 16 ewu and a woman kashe yet Ghana na minian mu free nzema womo bank crime. Omu fa bas free a year friend is saying takra de man temu ba bedun crime. Omo nam kwan so omo baas ne munu ye nipa maku 30 something wu ye abodoma ketekete kan woni maami ku ni maami ni nua no nyina ewu ye on the spot. What is say Kufuado ka bibi? What is say MPP fo ka bibi? And I make a just say NDC de o maso emere ukan ya no mokopa chew ukan ya no mohunu se o ampa de mo kan nyansa wo no matu ho anamon NDC fo aso emere MPP omu mfi tan omu mfi wumpo. To hell with you, Ghana. Some actually Kufuado so will be able to one conquer a friend is on your release press or presser. Now one can say, oh, we sympathize and we know this and yeah. Because they see themselves above every Ghanaian. That is the MPP political party for you. To be said, Jandamo for the tintin tiny so no more chim, no more come, no more can samna. Oh, another and Quadan wu yano, ya mamma, ya wouldn't call for a woo Ghana. Wouldn't even pardon do a woo Ghana in the year 2024. Young Ghanian share the records. We are nyachum dodo. Mo, mono, my margin said, Moon Syan son and a moon and Samoa, Sandy Etiano. De bia man for ba no mutun eye mfutro e de egumani de bia man for ba o mutun mfutro gumani metna radio so tena ntintan so e ka kire mo me break it down nipa ewu road accident and wo man wo road accident under Kufuado no wo mo de no mo ye friend say Nigerians for no mo free Burkina Faso how na yem pen no kresa and you see Abusuye bia no more manu eden no omo kasa and over Ghana the 16 regions no Ashanti region anu eden omo kasa and he say and never be Western region for will not talk, Central will not talk, Greater Accra will not talk, Volta will not talk, but Ashanti will talk. Is a way why say hey. Now no you see a friend say Accra to Kumasi, oh flooding, Emma Quine na flooded. me kwate so obi be ka bi a MPP for na e ka bi na me say na munya 8 years ekoje bond over $2 billion US. When hunu nyansa say mbetim ya sa kilometers of road no. When hunu nyansa say that 220 kilometers of road from Accra to Kumasi no, ye betim ya an asphaltic road. Mukoje over $2 billion. Ehihye nkofo botom de dankofo fie. When timi amfa anya kwan. Aban foforo bae ana mo wa no a ye de kasa. Nti mo kire aban ne de wonye. Na mo time na obi kire mo de munye. Ye kan ni mpo mutie ye. Mu fi Ghana fo. Ade an nya atwem no. Ade an no. Ye road akwan nyina anye papa. Mejitum enye NPP nko a. Both NDC nso ahwa ma yakwan bebre no aso nye papa. What they say? But the gospel truth, they say, you got the chance to change the narratives. We are there for. I na man for the Ashanti prophets in the Bible and Temple say, me hunu say. I thought the same must say nipa wu a obekọ heaven. It is sebio. In as much as say ehime eyame ya no. Enka me expect say mu crowd the Bible and Temple say, ana me ka kire wo so munya bibi mfa, ana me ka kire wo so munya bibi mfa, ana wo manye nipa ni wu a. Bible ni say, in all things we should give glory to God. This is when you Christ ni papa. You will give glory to God. Say nipa na call heaven. What is mo ya sapon ni say? Ye me fa umbeje fans. Me na me kan ye ene ya anya hwe. Ba say mo se mo di no kra na say mo sim mo nim Bible na mo sua Bible ni dia. Bible ni say when I read me hu a I say me boa wo na ye de wo si ano kwan. It is me reveal it to my Emma there. I should be able to also help you to redeem what I have revealed to you. Some ye di papa. Some Yankoponi reveal it chewa. And yes, a change the time kohuni ni pakrono, friend ni pakrono. No way. Also, we are powerful now. Yankopon and no kasa there. So or the chewa there. Sanya meno sakachen. So what the actually me. Ye wunu sa ampa wo ode kire wo no wo ye bibi fa ho wo mpaebom through conversation with your God. Edikade esi ye ya ato abusuafo esu no enka wo ye prophet papa wo si me wunu say on the 8th of August plane crash bi besi ampa ba me ne Nyankopon adi nkomo o si ebesi de na nso obi bia ni wa ne ho be den ne ho be ka esia na obi ho anka e be ka ampa wo prophecy no wo ye hu bibi. You are a correct man. Next time, oh kasa, you be pay you attention. You be kasa ampa, who you di for papa. But mo dear. They be ano nipa ni wu ya no mabeji and ebony wu ye na me kan say ebony be wu. Ahaba mo no te. Ahaba henda da te. Ebony wu a ya de. Nanso you don't need to take glory for obi wu a wu. Nyansa nim. And you see when I me tell say the president akachi enso so sansem hunu ni sansem fun no so no. Yes. Oh, ye monfa mo prophecy mra na ye mfa kwan bi so. This kind of entertainment, mo entertain pastors, mo entertain prophets, mo entertain so-called soothsayers no. Nyansa nim. Nyansa bi ni. Jimisa. And you see in Ghana, institutions don't work. Many a times, institutions in Yedjuma, because a prophet is saying, "Come na mbemua." We should use the same Bible. Actually, prophet they say, "Nyankopon si yenkumu," because share bono, we share komono ambem. We should use the same. You should use the same Bible. So say nyame na friend. Nyame krono so say we share pro. We share komono ambemua. We should kill you. It is a mini president. I don't need an office. I don't need to create an office. Look, I know, sir, in every country we have the physical and the spiritual. I believe in both physical and spiritual. I'm in the agro. But we should not glorify charlatans. We should not glorify people in the name of mihu obewu. And then because of that, they get the opportunity to be with people in power. and they misbehave. Every Minisantia Yawu Yabetu Ghana. Road accident, many of these road accidents are people's negligence. MTTD for Ministry of Roads and Transport. That is the reason why we see all these things. I sat on social media and I told you people in 2019, go and research Oslo accident. Na tesi ewo Oslo pa. Na etesi pa. In 2017, 2018 to 2019, the Norwegian government eshemra say efri neko unimu a obefa the city of Oslo a obeko miriketuo sebio follow the traffic regulations, no, the driving regulations, no, abai ne betwe so enti ebia oti Ghana na se wonu accident se esi bebra se obusa ho se die ne be ya fa ho a accident no ye bebre na se enya ho ne be di ho nkomo ne be issue pressure say we sympathize with the family so we no die na wo ye esi ano kwan. It's not about say your friend soothsayer, your friend say opambo, your friend adakwa ya Adom ebure munsuo, your friend Rev Owusu Bempah we bleach ne ho, your friend is saying incompetence Moses awasa bebiem Adom Kyei Dua no aba begina ho na na bodwe sewu kutuwi na obeki kane de bia na okọ na a friend is saying kum chacha mo be yem nneoma bi as if they are making a mockery to the name of God. God gave us wisdom. He gave us a mind to use it. Because enyade anyame bebo wiase fufuro biem. Wabo awie enti de enya nyankopon abode no efiri nipa adwenem na eba. Ba ye de yetena wa ye twen se wo bi befra brochira beka kire yen se obroni no ye ne de ese nti yenso yenye de ese ti ye de ni adwene no ana Doctor Who for the dawson PhD for the dawson e de ye de aboa wo man so wo man no betumi afa kwan papa so a e de mo abebre ye e de ne ye ha me ka kire nkofo se education and starting free classroom. Open the genesis of education and starting free classroom. Classroom the end yen kofo mo dwene hunu say e kwan ben so ne be fa so education e benya emfaso. Because people were educating people for free. And Omunu said no. Ade de ma free no. And kofo hunu the benefit of it. So let's create formal. Yem formalize the knowledge a free nipa trimono. Yem fan kwasha classroom ni endidi won school fees. Education started from home. Enya classroom. Mantem communities. Obitimi ye bibie so o efe oye ne sen na wakokere. Oye ne sen na wakokere. Ni afra bra. Utimi ye sa de we ne free na ko kire a group of 4 people, a group of 10, a group of 20, a group of 30. And a man for tena se chroye. And formalize and say free neko yem fan na classroom. Yen si dan yem frɛ wo mo se mo mbra ne nkyere made na monim. Ba ya de ne de. Efie de no aye nyusu. School de no nso aye kɔ ne ekɔwi a culture ofon ne ato atwene. Itima membra Ghana Armed Forces so on this year friend is a subject. You see in 2001 I was just 16-year-old boy. That means do 18 years. I needed to be at the age of 18 to join Ghana Armed Forces. But that time, my uncle was a real admirer. And I'll say, they will find ways and means for me to get into the armed forces. But with the only condition, say I will join the Air Force at the age of 16. Because oye paying into no, onim kwanya o de mebe faso amemewrem because the age no should be 18 years. Remember, me was 16 years. So this was the thing. Me trying for 2 years, na menya 18 years. Me train for 2 years, 18 years no, me go university. It is so within that 2 years now me train no. So 2 years now me train no, so me go university no. My uncle said, anyway, we have to do what? So your courses with my dad. Many courses be so okay, go to Institute of Journalism. Journalism at the time, you know. Now I wanted to join and do computer this thing. So I joined NIT. More about those time, early 2000. There was a school boy and a friend NIT. I want to not those young guys. I hear trends here because university and some IP, but could be used also computers to IP something. And so I can't. Now, anytime I go to my uncle, or do we go through the Air Force, then we'll go through the barracks already. No, I tell me, we'll plane way. I am Marco 7. You plane a Ghana, you know, that was 2000 and 2001. Ghana planes are now winning, and the draw 7. It moved 5. Muammar al Gaddafi and the Tondiche Ghana. Tiu, a nation 2025 years ago. Yeah, we are saying na Marco 7. Any Air Force officer, if you ever got them, me boy at Umbra Bonting. The whole entire nation, now your planes, AS7. A move 5 was given to us by Libyan leader Muammar al Gaddafi, Colonel. 2 na akano. Today be a Kwame Nkrumah time, ye January where barras and another one a Rollins a purchase. A free walker. How many aeroplanes, helicopters, planes, and they actually have my buying Ghana? How many? I questioned my uncle, said, if I want to join Air Force within those 2 years, I want to learn how to fly a plane, a helicopter. School buying, or see, the only institution a bit training you as a Ghanaian is to go through the Air Force. Yen Jimmy ye, yen Bobodam, yen say. Say, 7% me chia how I made 2 plane in the 2000s. No, the only way was to join the Ghana Armed Forces. And then you Jimmy, people Samo. So you see, even the professionals are getting it wrong. The reason why Ghana catching here, the professionals get the things wrong. And anything I want to refraps be to say, opam boamone, kum chacha mone, obini mono, take advantage of the many ignorance of the people because even the professionals get the things wrong. So you see, fast and conformity to say, oh my Ghana noa. Yanu wana kenim nyansa ese ye chere kwan no. Ya yera. Ana womo so ehye mfimfi no a womo so nim kwan no. Ede womo timpimpim to wonya we ya no wabu no. Wonya we ya no wasisi no. Wonya we ya no wawia no. Wonya we ya no wadada no. Ene ye de ti kronim. Ene ye nkọ baabi. Now, on Air Force asama amike. We have 16 regions in Ghana. The armed forces have a map of Ghana. Because I don't know much so at the bottom of my by. But could you believe, sir, the same armed forces now create the map of Ghana? No, say, your president to be a they will not prefer by road traveling, but they will prefer maybe going through a friend is saying, a remushine. Into Kwebe soon ye befa say a Ashanti regional, we will create a friend is saying an airspace. Helicopters can land, if not plane. It will share the videos about Bontinia, who said the pilot was finding somewhere to land, but Enam said a chrono and one namono. Onya baby njina and mepo. And I always tell you people say Obuasi to say Obuasi landscape no it says Switzerland. Obuasi landscape no it says Switzerland. Mepo creeks ni sa your man na wo kromo. Enti say wo helicopter na wo land there. Baby I'll better a landing no ubeye force landing because we nya baby papa bi njina. Omo hunu nyansa nka say in these regions, no, in terms of emergency, we can direct the pilot to go to this nearby place, Yakreti, a place where planes or helicopters can land across the 16 regions. These are professionals, some Air Force people, Ghana Armed Forces, Defense Ministers, Abako. Sanim Diano, Umuntimi Nyusuye. There are some places where ultimately say, we dear na a coin da hana we nipa ben will be near other near dear coin at all. For emergencies. If you want a lead to hills, if you want a lead to mountains, if you want a lead to a friend saying creeks, if you want a lead to many places, if you want to the mouth of a river. But you see, people cannot even think and say, okay, in case of emergency, can't we create helipads around Obuasi where helicopter can use just 10 to 15 minutes and go and land on some building? It is a pilot need na the fuel air san. No when your baby engineer, the pilot will be forced to do a forced landing. I'm not saying say that is exactly what happened, but we should play nunwa na echinwa ultimately say oh pe baby ejina. Wo there many times I ask baby your helicopters not land. In remu kwa o. It is what be landing where na ni ti anye ye na say na taban no. Ebo dua mu a e de asem na e ba besi. Or the na no ba be wo form say gim. Or the wo form susu apan. Helicopters be no so ye kerosene o mo de na. Fuel no aviation air fuel no e kerosene no Dear remember, eja betom nipa na etim ne be den e be hye. Enti we ji se broni bi na baba be ka kire armed forces fo ana. You see, we are a very foolish institution, Ghana Armed Forces. We are the most foolish institution. And I told Papa also, and come here in London. I told some of the friends saying, Commodore for no free Ghana back room. I told them, this whole institution is very useless in Ghana and the entire Africa continent. And the armed forces. What you see? So clearly, when you see some of these things, the question you ask yourself and say, "You're paying for no? I didn't bend one more drink." The ordinary say, "Oti office wo, washene the phone is no type it, no koshe to bigmama.com, no koshe big a tour, no type it. Oh, maminko TikTok, naminko sresre. I'm paying for it to one." Omo fa adwene na nwene o. Omo fa adwene nya den. Andwene. Di omo dwene na ye. Eto, edie. Eto omo nwene. Mami araba phrase kerosene that say, I omo use a friend say, a kerosene based fuel. A friend say commonly your friend is jet fuel. It's a kerosene based fuel, but you kind of jet fuel. You see, Galam says and say me, I have said it. Obia wedi mechibiye unim say, my point in say professionals to say Ghana Armed Forces, hunu nyansa, omu hunu nyansa, enka Galam say no, and your political parties never detect Ghana Armed Forces. So no way. But you see, the Ghana Armed Forces leaders, they have allowed themselves to be used by politicians. Now, uko enya training, officer cadet, and sanebe found a 6 months course, 6 months training. We training is 6 months if we are. We join the officer cadet, o pass here, no join it. We are going boxing bout. I will take military camp. I want to go to trade. No, ni na aka training ni hubi. Tuba hewa down for him. Ni you know down for na mo jina one rig na mo to trade. O dey say ya down for obebo so buni bi. What they say, sanity, ring near ye and dear, when you are down for you carry on. Now, tis as same with you. Can you imagine, say, or mine are ye timino? Obi a woko hu suku agi hu nim de no or allow yourself no wa politician a control no unjimi ye what jimi what do I say because you see over UK no politicians cannot control the armed forces. When push come to shove, you cannot control the army generals. Who born you? How dare you so be control? No, who make a decision, you know. Now who kafa wa mind no share they will support you. And they will tell you in your face. Because they are trained people. But yeah, politicians no ama the professionals no esuro wo. Inti Ghana na nema no yen train gym free professionals and pempi what the politicians they can and the professionals ni nyina follow. It is a ukonya wamanya ministers a womu di anim womu nyankofo mu nim de omadwene mu do. Fools will lead us. Tino omani yentu mponko yanim no. Yankwa yanim. Ufa omani bo amade ya. Womu yi Dr. Butalamoa, Dr. Omani bo ama, and the 6 other gallant people it could have been prevented if all these measures you're putting in place. You see, Ghana no a croa a natural disaster de kunye yo a human disaster. The power of blood money, like Nobu is saying. And you see, I keep telling people, when professionals act, you see, medical doctors prescribe medicine. It is a medical doctor who prescribing medicine. I'll be called the pharmacist. Pharmacist no ma withdraw based on the advice of the medical doctor. Can you imagine say pharmacist now share the doctor name out? No one can prescribe a drufu for be ma de na be yo. Sa no man na kwakoye. Galamsey no. The armed forces is so corrupt to the extent say they can't even fight Galamsey. These are people omun call war. Omanu back Bema camp. Omanu big Bema. Omun call war. The omun call peacekeeping. Korese asumdwe mbra kurum. A ye difference wujina kono to say the Ukraine and Russia jina kono no. A ye different. Udi wukuro na wutimo no. Ye ni Nigeria form federasi ye no mo kwa akon. Ye ni Burkina mpo nkwa akon. Ye ni Togo mpo nkobi. Ye ni Cote d'Ivoire fo mpo nkobi. Muti kromo a muti kese we. Mo hyehyɛ green ahaban green atade we. Timu hunu nyansam fam entimi manka say ye de na yisi fam a fight Galamsey and kick Galamsey out. Muntimi. Recently this government by Ana Joy FM for no mo call in Wurim. Eko hu Galamsey for mo hye nwuremu a wo mu tu Galamsey. Thousands of people makobo mo adwawo Galamsey. Ni yeti krom ni wo armed forces o mo so wo ehunu da. Intelligence and peke and then kofon hye nwuremu no mo sensase. Can you tell me say these armed forces and armed forces we should respect? Yeti krom ha Major Mahama ewu yaya. Armed forces no idea no mo ye de aboa the nation. Idea ba. Ukoto om so mo te barras. No mo di fufu a masa. Obaka se. He. Di omo ni mo barras a mo ya ne se omo fa omo shoe. Omo polish hu wia. No mo di nsuo ba besi no mo de cotton, no mo de abo nsuo ni no mo de afa shoe ni no atam boot no de namo no ohweso. no wa hwehwu no wa hwene nim wow eh shiny o kwabena ale wo sara wo no wa jesu no so no we so hey de hey how hey that was say na we fire here na hey me kan choma kokunya kala bi o hey kala no enfa ma me kwa shama ma kunya som na chale aigbeni akora bi pa na wo fe pa we kokko e friend say na dan fna ji so your friend sinam wo to rough na ya na dwi ye be file ye ko friend say ya na afa ho nza sa na wo de to itu om kwa no ko jiji nkofo girls uko kan no mo boss so tro eno pen wo munim Omo ti Ghana no sojafo no omo ti Ghana no young boys e be bo omo asum ena omo nim ye omo hia na ne ti Ghana na Libya Muammar Gaddafi be do ye friends e Bema camp women Libyan soldiers omo ye ma were controlling the Ghanaian armed forces yes obi say me say a ma ting 6 feet 6.2 6.3 uhwe Libya mai no omo gina ho Arab for me we're controlling Ghanaian army. Ghana forces they are becoming more useless each and every day. It don't want him faswa. And a politician's name will say, "I'm power want him faswa." So I say, now koka. Obi say, "Oh, and na wumbu ade. Ye pe kroni ya momi enka no krenchire professionals no." Now they have failed. The technocrats, they have failed. Politicians, yes, but when you are a professional, you don't allow people who are politicians to control you. Maintain say army officer be abontin say you take this decision. President say you call left, Mr. say you call right. If you are decision a president taking and board the nation, so I am resigning. Maintain say will be a kabida. Or say Kofi or a U.S. Marine veteran. If my superior give me unlawful order, I will not do it. Yes. That's it. Hey, Henry Hansen. Oh no, sir. I saw that for bebre wa ha omo hwe. Me nua no mo. Bebre no our US Army. Me nua no bebre wo British Army. Bebre omo ya retired veterans. Bebre. Me nua no bebre. Nyanse bia ni. Ufa enuoma ye nkofo ne ya. De omo nim ye nkobo obi aso. A nation that we are developing, a nation that we are building, we cannot even use the 48th Engineering Regiment to even construct bridges. Just a China for free woman krum. I want to China say near you construct a bridge. Can you imagine? And these are people who have finished tech. Some of them came here, went to Sandhurst Military Academy for their knowledge. Dubai no Dubai. The reason why Dubai is developed is because the people that led the development, came here to school, almost by UK. Sandhurst Military Academy. Al Maktoum, one in Nyanam, Eba Military Academy, Ewo UK Kruma, yet te womo. Womo army nimono. And omo can say, omo training no. No more service no be could do empempensubia. They will go back to their native nation and develop the place, and they are going to make it a place where men from east and west will come and see the things are omaye. Some of their friends even were laughing at them. Some of their colleague officers were laughing at them. So look at these people from United Arab Emirates. Look at these people. You live on a desert. But they believe in themselves. They got the training. When you are training in free UK, United Arab Emirates. And you know, say Ghana for kokoshe desert is so desert, a land of a desert, no, or kokoshe. Burj Khalifa do anu abandon him say, hey, in footroom pan ya any say, in footroom desert to the bad pika in footroom. I would ya banchene body ye contemporary fifi. But who fifi? Yet you cannot use your common sense to develop the nation. Ya bobo ye PhD ne kika brofo akese Dr. Who bebre. But we can't. Lawyer Chimichia. Yeah, I'm in it to work. Just say, oh my, tin. I'm in Nyansa. Now, no, you see, let me tell you, I'm more than even a prophet now. I'm a fake prophet. Emra Yefa Brojat Jemfi. Yefan as deputy defense minister on one particular platform. A kukudam for Ghana for na almost a kukudam. I mean, and it is true. They have one more mudding. Yeah, friend say Franklin Kujo Mone ministers ne ex ministers ni BNA and the Munyamfo ambassadors ne you the same platform so you fan as deputy defense minister advice am the man and say oh baby I walk on oni o mane bo ama baby o moko so mo build the institution here the institution na wo mu komu no wo mu ankasa wo mu komu the institution apro omunsiesie ni o mate se de wo de abodoma suku no man hwe ya institution no omunhu ano because Ghana for pay yes sir yes sir let attention at ease stand at ease attention eno ani nimu most of the modern gadgets and equipments are wuhunu no the gadgets are wuhunu and the gadgets are wuhunu if we armed forces mu na eba majority of the gadgets are wuhunu say sat nav ne sanema bebrebe no wuhunu no microwave ne wo kitchen no armed forces for a soldier for asrafo wo technology om de buy no busa won say Ghana soldier for empen hene ana om de sa technology ni bi aba Ghana kronim busa wo mo Ghana ni kitchen majority of the things they want the kitchen no 80% imported goods in the kitchen ho a fridge, a microwave, a toaster, a D&D, a oven, a dishwasher. Every man Bagana in not water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boy. Atadia crombe simple. Ya crad the mawom. Ghana forces uniform. Army uniform cry crack. Woman Jimmy. Uti krum defense. Do you understand when we say defense? Uko kra tadie. Na nipa no beso okum kra obetimi di atadie na ode bra no obetimi di okum wo. Yes. Ghana forces is a very useless institution. The omuni me coal pot na nobu kan. Ye modi coal pot. Yes, coal pot. Yes, chatter. Yes, unim chatter. Unim de untina Ashanti region. Na me tena Ashanti, me tena estate wa Ashanti no boase. Kudina estate chiwa bo wetin kofo dedem ko a. Yes, chatter. Yes, we droni wa ma. No ade ni tintima no mpokra no sabi enua no nkurasefo no mo nko school no mo mpo na yes a chatter ne de mai. Nkurasefo no na eboa Ghana no wo mo ko school do ne mmoa. Me ka ho bi minyi me ho mfrim. Ade na wo hwe manim sa. Etieni insesi be use common sense, any wisdom, any knowledge, adane superstition. When the brain cannot think, or rely on superstition. Adwene na nwene a de ye ne say ake yesi enele abafe enele eba happy. Why should armed forces and the people of the nation be afraid of prophecies when every man will die and every woman will die? Obohunu se nkwada efri kejebi efri hemfa womun nam ekwanfon so Ghana armed forces fo hunu nyansa nka say Mr. President, this particular 8 years all your feeder roads Ghana armed forces 48 engineering regiment ye jato ye ho so give us the funds, we have the human resource. Even the people, boys, girls, no to kwan wom to ton piki no. Ye be kwa kofa wom anopa ene awia. Ye don be use wom ne akere wom ekwan a ye building road, ye mixing mortar, ye mixing concrete. Ne ye de akade na ma wom, ne ya building a year 220 kilometers of road from Accra to Kumasi. Ne ye naming it say it was built by Ghanaians, led by the Ghana Armed Forces 48 Engineering Regiment. Ebi ni wasa. Omone nam Nima mamubi omo hwehwe against of what no na relugu makani yana na relugu, yes, na relugu ana na lerugu na lerugu yes soldier fo ko mo ko patanto kwa boko ye nuanom e wo boko kontokwa kusasi ni eye friend say mamprushi fo kontokwa a soldier fo free south ko ya wo mo ko gege guess number ya ko gege numbers kofi ya ko gege numbers eto nko a te say wo me nyese obisi o me papa no me wo fafo ni nyina dodo no ano me soldier fo nzimafo no soldier no ano medi a o nzimafo no soldier no ano medi saa ukọ campus nzimafo soldier no ano medi saa kota krade base omugo navy air force nzimafo dawson rough eto no a no mo hwehwe nemi wo fa ba ko no panyin pa wo fatuo mienu wo fat soldier ni wo fatuo mienu de onim no wakosuku ni oko tech oko MIT Massachusetts just wako school papa ni nyina eto nko a menyi obi mfi no abeka se wo de na wo me kame me de me hu se o makotena wo se ye the system bi ba e beboa o man Ghana boys bebre tunton finance ne fan me esanka ba na soldier fo ne so a wo nyina de ba kogu Bema camp anopa no a de ne ye road construction. You register one amount, papa, ne actually within papa, with date of birth, within papa, ne amount registration number, papa, akwesi aboaje, ne child registration number, Ghana Armed Forces, papa, ne number amount, MJ222, ne the Google me, I friend saying, ati atongo, ne amount within papa, ati atongo, but young man or macho man, una mkwan una woton, yes, fine, ati atongo nam, no woton finance. Oh, scam anyway. Tigana na ati atungu no ono nam ho na o jimisa iti ono ati atungu no so wotete wo ono na oton finance ni wie no onya sika kakra no akohye a friend say akwakope eye betting bi ode otwa betting kakra no nam circle ho no dey afa shawo lie okore girls ni bia no ode a friend say tramo afem ada ankoyi no na ma start adani pushes no mo tonton ni o ma hu ya onim de intra the devil finds work for the idle hands zigma tadi for me cheon because ensano a enya active no or a young boy or a young girl na adwene no will start wandering around. That is the period, that is the age. The mind wanders about. The mind wants to experiment. The mind wants to explore. From the age of 18 to the age of 27, 28, adwene no explore. Dia na metimi shake me to ana. Mentunyuma na, menko TikTok ana. Meanwhile, at that time, nko de share. A friend is saying, workshop. O bomu fitin ye kyerɛ no kabana na wo ye kyerɛ no kwan a ye mesi mortar ye kyerɛ no kwan a ye roofing ye kyerɛ no kwan a be tiles o ye san na adwene ne wonda say okay electronics here ye kyerɛ mi ya kyerɛ mi akodum pɛpɛ so metimi aye we metimi aye car metimi aye toys na momu hunu no say edi free Japan edi free no enkwada no adwene no a Ghana de ye ntimi nye toys mfa nkɔ Burkina nkɔton ye ntimi nye toys car toys Entimi mfa nko Nigeria fo nko ye tu no ne nkyere wo mo and it one the black star of Africa me chesi bitimi ay bebre asen bebi e won if only professionals will start acting right, behaving right, and be bold to speak truth to power. Niam Franco and say, "Ye ferry, yesuru." And soldier need a usuru wood there now you as a soldier. Now you a political soldier. We a 419 soldier. We need soldier, papa. It never prophecies I am. President said, "What take office?" Mucha prophecy no mucha prophecy na mo fambra ne ensoni prophecy ni so enkanya de bone na nso ye jimi sem o encouraging nkofo no ama mo jimi mo Because yes, a song called for so Jimmy. And you know, Ghana is a country, it is Ghana sanity. Especially, you will some particular region here. Ghana for man, no, Jill Swam, or in our nama, Utikono, why did you say Yansa and Quan, and Snow Utino, a Jimmy Namotina. Ghana Tissa. Inti president say, oh, prophecy need them, Mobetimi show, but Musha, Monfasa, no, my winner, Monfrey, near the moon come. Instead, so be you to damn parry approach. No, what time will do? I know in America too. Damn parry, no dear. Me penasempa. Obiyan some fun or the discipline. The man was bringing discipline. Ghana ni impe discipline. To the discipline ba no what na or time no impe wasem. And then now we barisa. And now we twin sa. Wobua. Obesu with Jimmy. And our man who kwan say win Jimmy. Into impe wasem. Tibogunu say. Pastors, prophets, naba. Hey, Mahama, mama, ya kwani enshankom adenta because abinda dano through dampari ya ma womu kwani mama enshankom fun. Iti otia Captain Sma mon kan kire wo mama ya ho kwani na ya wonsem bebre ya beka. Hey, wo wonsem bebre abeka. Wo refri say wo see Yesu Kristo see ewu e kwa heaven. Enti obi wu abone be na wumu. Bibu say Kristo for and na mudi nkom shada na mo ho e friend say. Eye fear. The Bible says God has not given us the spirit of fear. But the spirit of what? Might and power to overcome these fears. They put fear in you. To now you must show ababa will be a ne mama kwa sorry and mama catch and say, Pastor ne catch and say, hey, oh bad girl, no, or yen you maybe when you bring on your kunu, I saw about damn I saw or Becky can answer no baby woo girl the kuneo. Kuneo. Bebre no yen call for a sebi money answer. Bebre no anko suku ne fie nyansa nso wo mu ni bi. To mo de two troubles, one God. And you didn't cronim. Eti, and they will watch repairers, titi watch repairers, no, or madani a friend is in commission. Watch repairers, no, titi watch repairers, no, or mama dani evangelist. Anna, a friend is saying titi, or mommy ajana one, ajana two, no, or the good tables, no, who cook mass those days, a year a race one. No the good tables, ajana one, ajana two, for pence and how be you wherever do, woman no more than a prophet, or the azano from titi. From a Jana one school, no, and there be real prophecy, and we didn't trust her. And no more ye watch repairers, not an evangelist, no more nam cronim. And we preach, no more the hankini foul menim, no more tune to see your calm. And I'm a dofo. And now no penya men famon konkodru. Now I catch me say, de bia make bibi chere Ghana for penny di panya make just say broni no the odo Christianity ni de betone ma mo a or the King James Bible bre mo no de nyame ni nka hwe. Be. Na me busamu. Asori na moko no. Mo nim kwanya asori fa so be pie mu o Ghana. Na no bi shia papa bia me nhia no de me hunu no tintan so no wo dwa de num. E wo social media. And I'm me eagle prophet. Me the anything about eagle me pepa. And I'm saying, hey, papa, dear no pay about eagle. Shy, me dear, and you know, and I'm saying me do eagle no because eagle ya abu bia or quad dear no one didn't now. Okay, can't eagle one story now. And your friend eagle prophet. Ebusha, when you be asking my papa ne can I am who say where Jimmy. Jimmy and yatem didi. My brand a catch me. Papa ne say. Osofo we twa tattoo na chi nyina tattoos ne kokosu nyina tese we twa tattoo egu Ghana gangster pastor papa ne say odo de ewiase oba nyina ne designer or pepper anya me Ralph Lauren am say bi no designer wo Philippa Jojo Amani osofo no ne kan sa asem o kan ye no me hwe no na me jump free me seat. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Even the intra, I'm a jumpo here. For lack of knowledge, my people perish. Ignorance. Onim say, of you say, well, come and go for us in a near being or designer. A one watch a year presenter now interview no. Or say, watch me watch a caveman, a Ghana made. Me watch you a caveman. Caveman watches. Caveman watches. Upebiata. Just go on the website, Caveman Watches, Ubenye Biato. Okwa say Dr. Ren say, who from number now to Dr. Ren say. Look, me watch here Ghana made Caveman Watches. The boy anything. ukra 250 pounds abenya biato ebu anyati. Now papa ne say ohye Jojo Amani. Unim say Jojo Amani papa no. Oye trumu champion. Odi no to rough. Omfa ncha me say me kasa. Ba no kre. Oye trumu pa. A whole pastor e de wawan ho say ohye trumu atade. Lack of knowledge, no. Ignorance, no. And yeah, excuse there, but o feel say, or can you say, or a designer. Into the attorney was your friend, eagle prophet, or your trumu darling. Hey, Mami Araba France. Hey, Mami, or your trumu darling. Into all case and I'm saying, Radin and coupon, say me was papa with Jojo Amani number, and come a friend and say, our one, our a top fan, our Ghana. Nankwa coach, nankwa really true mama no. So petrumu, a year, trumu atade. But that is how the nation is. When people are deceiving people through the gospel, they don't even have the understanding of what they are saying. There is only one church in the whole world. That is Catholic Church. Any other church is a branch from Catholic, an offshoot. And there's only one church. And that church was used to colonize people and to steal people. That is why it came about. I will be a friend of church. During the old days, it was the armed forces and the church. They used the army and the church to indoctrinate people, to change the minds of people. To for every history of every country, they talk about the church and they talk about the defense system, the armed forces. And we use to control people. Over Great Britain, they were once upon a time. No more, they were in bondage. No more in servitude. No more some the Romans, the Italians. And under King Henry VIII, now worry about me be a friend of Catherine of Aragon. Now, because he said Catherine of Aragon was unable to give him Bema and that was the reason why Henry VIII consulted the Archbishop of Canterbury. Our catcher, the Archbishop of Canterbury, said, "And minute to say, make me free Roman, sorry them." Now, when him say Roman, so dear, yen to me, home free, sorry no more, Jima boy Jamai. Because Catholics those days never accepted separation, let alone divorce. Into the Roman King Henry VIII, and Sutre Cromwell, Anna Cromwell, Sunni Archbishop of Canterbury, ebe din komo, saying that Henry VIII, King Henry Eka, and was a catch them say, on training home free the Catholic for no joining the Church of England, or Ghana friend Anglican, because Anglican school at the Saddle College. Into a tin honor. Then the Church of England, through the Archbishop of Canterbury, now so I did a blessing or man and the blessings. Say free nekwe, you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. May you were free Roman kwasumu. What do? Now, Tini, a Yamainti, and were free Roman, sorry, then. And were Betty, Church of England, through the blessings of the Archbishop of Canterbury, into the United Kingdom. Now, Probia, the way ni Munyamwa, ye surono, but ye gentle, or ye meek and mild. A Archbishop of Canterbury. We are 7. And when in some to say ye ever Pope. Yes. All other religions was through the Church of through Roman Catholic, Church of England, that is Anglican, from Anglican. A vicar for no woman, a suffer for pastors. no mo yusu vicar omo no mo ko wo ye ebi ne ko wo ya ebenya John Wesley and Charles Wesley and John and Charles Wesley attended Oxford University omo ko Oxford no and am say wo mpe Anglican entity no e too door e too slow me asofofo ma papa no ye papa ye Anglican sofo mo ma me ye Anglican sofo wo mpe teachings no e too slow enwum to nim asanim is when they attended Oxford and we introduce you Methodism, a method to win souls for God. And funny enough, they never built a church. When no more Oxford, it we a school no more free school no. One juniors na no matter no a method to win souls for God no decided say we will make this a point where we shall meet every night and talk about God. So they moved from the Methodism and they formed a Methodist church in Oxford. No more free Oxford, you know. And woman you be the free Wesley for no, and mu ba could free UK and what they call USA. Through that, the Pentecostal. It woman we are saying no. I that one wa. And they Canada for. Omo dwem ni nyina. Omo taking instructions. Omo head of state. King Charles. Oko the Caribbean sir. And say na Barbados ifwe. Madam say Barbados. Barbados ifwe. Omo swat te wo but still under the colony of United Kingdom. King Charles and the show more. Oko Canada, King Charles. And it's on your way. I made church. Hey, idea. So who the history behind religion no? Sorry, them crowd yembe show. Because religion was created by man, not by God. And religion was used to steal, to conquer, to indoctrinate. Now, I mean, when Romans no capture during the old days, what the Romans were very good. Yet, a friend is saying, gun battle, those battalions, the Roman army, they will conquer you and they will steal every possession. And then they will take dominance of you. Now, when we decide dominance, with the armed forces, the army, the battalions, what we did in what we did Greece. Now, listen carefully. Greece, if one, when we are from the Macedonians, what we are TME, Macedonians, the people from Greece, if one, the Greek if one, we Greece if one. We are singing and I'm some young coupon. Then Israel for when him the intra, more fair. We are member name for strategic war. Yes, Henry. No more member name for no more blue eyes, pointed nose, thin lips, more chin, more con, jinawa who's a bemany, the Hercules. These were men. We are Behman, you fall in love with them. And they started that Trumudieno because they were very attractive. So when other men from other countries saw them, they fell in love with even men. Now, Tinie, Amra Romans, Eko do Womukrum. Greece, if one stop the nonsense of the Romans with wisdom, with knowledge. And we use the British. And we monsuno, we nye fesa. We yen ketinketi. We yen tientia. So true Englishman and yet tinting. Ube wunu English near where tintia is either so our Roman blood and our German blood and our blood of Greek. What you say? omo na mo so wa te say sebiu akamfo ye nkite to kokuma ase ne obo ase ne sankro bo nu so mo ye short te say willow mo what is our movie that willow those are obi ankwa those nkite it will fa enkofo no am free England no a omo ye ntiantia. And these people use the English. Como pe ake England for ne ake. What do you say? Ake. And they learn the wisdom of the Romans. No, the wisdom of the Greeks. And they learn the strategy, the strategic nature, the strength of the Romans. It almost see a Roman for anyhow we kwa and omusua nyansa no ene nimdia no every Greece for no. So when men like Alexander the Great, the Persian boy, the Macedonian boy who later ended up to become a Persian, took off the book of the Persian boy, you read about Alexander the Great, how he conquered the world. The reason why I can say Alexander the Great conquered the world was because he conquered Europe and conquered Asia, the Central Asia, Russia, the Kazakhstan, the Mongolia, the Iraq, the Iranians, the Assyrians, the Damascus, or the northern part of Africa. The India America for respecting Moroccans, no. Remember, would do Iraq. The Persian boy. We are not just American. I did a mission go between the yeche. What do I say? Some of the one or two are and too accurate, but refresh mostly accurate. I mean, it will Okowu Iraq, the Alexander the Great. Now, tell me, Yesu Christ, Yesu at what age? A man for 31, a man for 33. Alexander the Great, at that age, at 31, 33. Okowu Iraq. Iraq, no, ayeka Iraq, the Garden of Eden, no. Heavenly free. Babylon, oti Babylon and England. Babylon used to be Iraq. In the same way, no. So who nimna wo join Christo sumna kwa ya ho opambo akeke kotam say your friend is obi nim no we yib passport free empobu azalogy 419 owia usika wo dada wa. Let me tell you, I believe that there is a supreme being, but I believe that that supreme being is your mind. Your mind is your heaven, your mind is your hell. Without the mind, you become a slave. If you don't own your thought, you can be mad. So the mind is very powerful. Your heaven is a state of mind. Whatsoever you think, so shall ye be. We are full of energies. And they didn't realize. So use your mind well. Own your thought. And don't let people use you. Because when people will be no more in you, you'll be the person that they will use. Just like politics. You become the person to be used. So in this world, people that use their mind are the people that are great. So when you see Greece for noa, the Greek for noa, if we are singing all over the world, all the continents of the world, even say, open the Mudianoa, any nyansa noa, na shasieno, omuchre say, a free Africano, maybe a koto ya omudi enchro, a documentary where the people of Greece. A free hand, ye storytellers, ye can ye story through folk tales, and answer some yentrans near monkomo, near documenti papa, near enchro papa. Scrolls near trona, ye disiesi, because we keep information to ourselves. Tina di patuntuno, a yene den so bet chen information amount. So we have to learn this. Not to give these charlatans a chance and a way to come into our life and destroy our nation. We must crush them before they crush the nation. And that is exactly what Paul Kagame of Rwanda, wa crush it. Eti wo you be no anko suku ankonya degree a untimi man be pastor. Now kasa wo san yare nso you have to have a medical proving say what stand ipa kro ne yare. And yes, the laws of Rwanda no ene ubedi. We can use this same approach. And yes, sir, people would take advantage. A man for say, oh, I didn't enjoy woman. Now, woman so no money nyansa say, oh, me wunu nyansa. I don't know mo kwa agrada o me jimi do agra. Enye obi a na ni nyansa. Enti wi asen de woni nyansa no, o man no e bo ne ho ban. Enti wo ba UK a, de woni nyansa no, because obi wa na adwene na bipolar. And etumi function well. Ade ebechi entumi function. So somebody must what? Function and think for those people. And you'll be ana or tiasamasi. And you'll be answering the begun answer. And into no my wall. Some pain for bedrinia, but one we are vulnerable in society. So that we can think for them, care for them, guide them and guard them and protect them. And that is how it is. And we must crush all of these 419 pastors. And I'm telling you, look, I'm a Christian. Don't look at me in a way. No. I'm a Christian. I am a Bible-believing person based on my experiences of life. But when somebody prophesy, then the prophecy, that person must be killed according to the Bible, not me. And we've gotten too many people who are always bombarding our minds. Oh, you see, but could be the prophet Uche. You see, but could be the ro. Or see, Uncle Agrada. The ABC. Who is Agrada? A thief by day, and a Christian, a 4191, of course, by night. So these are the things we must learn, and we have to be serious. We must learn these things. According to the WHO, World Health Organization, almost 10% of Ghanaians are clinically aboda. World Health Organization, almost 10% of Ghanaians are mentally crazy aboda. When you live in a country where 10% abodamwa, it means 3.5 million Ghanaians aboda. So it could be say Adom Kyei Dua can abodam for no, and when you pulpit and will preach. It could be say a year opambo address it all right, but wabodam. Because we ton bure munsio the amount. It could be say a pie life. Omo no mabodam. A preku my daughter we unya ne baby ko. Had numbers and had many people used to live in Manet Estate. As a matter of fact, Apreku used to have Regimano Estate. Atamil Sifienia, Apreku my daughter Fienie. What happened? He died as what? A poor soul. Because no bubun ko for through cocoa. Na ne yiri ton cocoa. Odi asie. It wofa abodam for no. Bebre no anso koto about. Yeah. Hearing hands was it 10% is not even correct. Let me use what the World Health Organization aka. You say be no abodam there because unam asalam down. Abohun obishi unam Ghana bronu be a friend asalam down. Unam mo abohun se nkofo a suit, but be careful. Ebi ano ye bodam ni we dwane free a year friend say psychiatric home and onam kroni. What they say. So ladies and gentlemen, the president Ora Christopher Michel, I draw from Power Michel, Kofi, Susan Michel. You have to understand, say, ye chichiri krono, and quasiafoni womb, but then yan safoni moye, because by Europa, and yan safoni bois, and me chichiri krono kudum pempen soa, nipa domino hoto. Quasiafo kakra no be some da bonti no ye nubon in your money there, almost so cranom de moanwa, yes, I form hospital, near then, a section or more. Ni ehwe wo ne mo madru ni nuama ye no krom ha de bia wo de ase aha eniti oman no and me leave to the mercies and the peril of a year. A suffer be brain, no, but quite sure Moncora Bremono. It's a what was Adom Kyei and Cora Bremono, ultimately said the Moses of today, ultimately no about damn. Just here. Adom Kyei Dua no hunu ultimately share the year beyond ultimately say, wait, why yes, son, a beboa. Just why yes, son, ultimately say, ye, papa, wait, dear, ultimately said, the only was a year to Christo. Now, yes, no, I hear no, no, ye, yes, or no, ye, yes, no. Because when you're in cophobia, corner nasi, a com any amuchere. Oba bruchra, and paibubu wa yembo. But who Ghana, some paibonabo. Father, give us our daily bread. Uba bruchria. Father, give us our daily bread. Be any ho. The Rademidas is one mad patch me. Me quite me when men come. Mamma, I want them to be a juma. And only a bon some paibonu. But give us our daily bread, ne dear. Who sorry on a pair, Juman will hold quack or yet, and then our daily bread, no. So for be a small kind. Intimislemwa, made him in common berry, no. Mamma Araba France, or so mamma 10 bottles of Sobulu. Intimislemwa, more most per consultation. See me in chambers. Eh, oh yeah, de papa. If you want to win, see me in chambers. Me mau, me wunu say. But me di you know, me wunu say. Me no more say. Soon we are say. Soon we are say. Me wunu say Adom Kyei Dua. Nyame be a yachre me say wa bodam. Ano nam, ano so your sofo. Me wunu say opambo mo. Nyame bie mani na bura mu nsuo nyame nka so mo nton. But opambo enam Ashanti region wo di nkofo 419. Ti nyame se ye mbom pa ye ma opambo. Se saa anamono a wetu no wansakira afi ne beko na wiye no wanhwe ni ya wo bewu. We sure say we a prophecy. Baby sir. They put fear in you. May Lord have mercy on all of us. What do I say? Ladies and gentlemen, ye din komo. 1 hour 32 minutes. Edoso. Yem fancy ya. Yami had much na minya time so I babe din komo. We'll delve deeper into the prophecies. We'll delve deeper into a kwanya. A sumbi PM. A kwanya Pentecostal by the Lutheran Church. The kwanya and a free BB Freemason. Metro Freemason. Maka chose me wofa Ghana nyina the whole Ghana. Miami wofa. Na say Bunsu. Osai your hene ewa Ashanti region. The whole Ghana nyina Freemason. Onu na e grandmaster. Ebe di hon komonso. No matchro. Acquire Freemason by. God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever. Danny Ghanian, you best mind. Ghana will develop and Ghana be ye. Madam Wina Massa, Mami Araba, Johnny, Henry Hansen, Ajwa Frimpoma, Hotel Andra, with only with 112 views. A also saying a year the 12 disciples. At least we are more 100 over the 12 disciples into why why the quality of numbers is more important. God bless us all.